Hello guys, in this tutorial we're gonna talk about static and fixed positioning. So what's the difference? Well, static positioning is natural order of things on a page. It's really not important what that thing is. Table, heading, div, paragraph, whatever. It's really not important. Default situation is static situation. And now you don't need to state those things, but for some reason, if you feel that you need to do that, then you can say position. So this is a new property, and then when you say static here, nothing's gonna change. See? And also same stuff down there for every individual target you are targeting. Position, static, and there you go guys, totally natural order. So to think things more clearer, I'm gonna say background for second one will be yellow. Why? Because we will force this to specific corner of page. So this thing will be default and static basically, but this thing we will push it all around page. So we will talk about fixed positioning for second div. How to do that? Well, we will change position to fixed. And now what's the situation? Well, nothing, because we need to state where we wanna push this stuff. So it's not enough to say position fixed, you also must state new coordinates. Because for static things, the coordinate is here. This is like a 0. This is like a start of coordinate system. Just imagine that you have that mathematical coordinate system here, and now because you wanna fix things somewhere, then you need to invent somewhere else your own coordinate system, interchange of x and y coordinate basically. So let's do that. How to do that? Well, we will use property bottom here, and then we must give it a value 0 pixels. And what will be result? Well, so when you say bottom 0, that means you will push everything what is in that div, including borders generally, down there. Okay guys, so here's a question. What that 0 means? Well, see this down there? Like a red border is totally close to end of browser. See, it will always be 0 pixels here. So if you wanna have some kind of padding through positioning, yes, you can do that, but we're talking about coordinates here, about positioning. So if you really need some kind of padding, then use dedicated properties to do that, because bottom is used for positioning. Because if you say 15 pixels, then this thing will be pushed up here for 15 pixels from this end of browser. See? So this looks like a padding, but it's actually positioning. Right, so let's stick with, for example, something logical like 3 pixels. Something like that, who cares? Okay. Right, well, can you lock this thing to right? Well, sure, but let's then switch this 800 to 400. Okay, and also that one. Okay, so something like that. It's kind of nice to work with smaller objects when you are doing positioning, when you're learning it. Right, so how to push this thing totally to right corner? Well, again, you need to say right here and 0 pixels. So you will stick that thing exactly here. So you are inventing again your coordinate system. Refresh. There you go guys. So following same logic, can you push this thing up here? Well, sure, you need to say top 3 pixels, let's say, and there you go guys. Well, let's go to 0 pixels, and now this space here, this little bit of space will totally disappear. See, there you go. Well, that means in the reality that you can totally destroy any other div with your fixed div. Can we do that? Well, sure. So let's destroy kinda that one, because that one will move all around when you resize that thing, but fixed one will always be in the upper right corner. See? So no matter what happens, that yellow one will always remain in the same place. Right. So let's find that yellow one up here, because I'm gonna say top will be 0, but the left will be 0 too. Left, and save, and refresh, and there you go. Now you don't see that one at all. I mean normal div, first div. Check this out. It will be totally blocked. So the power of fixed positioning is just that. For some reason, if you need it, you can use it, but just know that it's kind of aggressive. And people abuse it for advertising and for gathering information about people. You know, when they, if you remember, when they have some kind of copyright stuff down there, and then on top of that, they put some kind of fixed advertising or something like that. So you cannot actually see what is in background, but they are basically forcing you to see advertising. Something like that, guys, okay? People can abuse this fixed positioning in so many ways. But sometimes that thing can be very useful. For example, if you have some kind of news, and if that news is extremely important for, you know, people who visit your website, that you can stick that thing totally up here, and then everyone who visits that page will automatically see that thing, and it will see that thing constantly. For example, you can say for second one, maximum width, for example, 100%. And pretty much that will be a result. And of course, then if you remove top and left coordinates, well, result will be that. So you must again use coordinates here. You cannot say, you know, fixed without coordinates. See, this thing will be locked up here. So whatever you want to pass to visitors, you can do that really aggressively through fixed div. See? It's very aggressive. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much the story in this tutorial. Static is default one, fixed is aggressive one, and when you're using it, you need to state actually those coordinates, because if you don't do that, you will lose options, fixed options. Right. So thank you for watching as always, and see you next one.